We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Kevin Biggio is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And Chicago is a far cry from the 90s all spring training. 48 degrees our game time temperature. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First delivery to him on the way. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Bichette, a native Floridian. He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Darvish is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. From the stretch. And that misses for ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The 1-2 hit weakly on the ground to short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he brings a 4 for 12 line. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here's Javier Baez as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 0-1 pitch.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Hard hit ball to second, reined in, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready now, Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Rizzo at third with 2 away. 1-1 to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. One and two. Here it is.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Two and two. Here it is.
Okay.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2 and 2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air out to center field. Richard is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the 2nd now from Wrigley with no score. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
Payoff Hernandez.
Now here it comes.
Forward.
The 1-0.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2 and 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the 1st out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Forward. 1 ball, 2 strike.
And that misses 2 and 2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
1 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider and a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Ball 1.
One ball, no strikes.
That misses 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. The 2-1. And this is knocked down on the mound. One there on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball and 2 strikes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So striding forward now, Jason Hayward, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Batting seven. The center fielder, Ian.
A man at second with one down, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
To the plate now, David Bodie, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ryu now on 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Two complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Up next is Danny Jansen. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Number 9.
First pitch on its way.
Oh.
Now the 1-0. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in now, Hyunjin Ryu. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Third inning, no score to this point. Mm, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
In there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it, and there's out number 2.
The batter, the second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
Into the box now, Cavan Biggio. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Yu Darvish.
You. Darvish.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh. Yeah, good eye.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
To 2-2 now. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey! Hey, you watching the same game up here?
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Pops this one up. Guerrero shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9, Javier Baez.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two out here and a runner at second. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Chopped toward the second baseman. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lourdes Gurriel. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And that misses 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. 1-2 now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 0-1 count and the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Bodie is there, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Jansen is there. Makes the play, one away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bases are empty, one man out. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hayward can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Now the 1-1 pitch. No runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. From the stretch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0 home. Softly hit to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box, Rendell Grichuk reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Rendell Grichuk.
He's set and the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And the pitch. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch. There's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
In now, Danny Jansen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Taken, but called a strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Hyunjin Ryu down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Toronto. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs.
At the plate, David Bodie comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Bodie, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado, he was taken in the 18th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
The 0-2 once more. Here's a pop-up now. Biggio's there to make the catch for the first out.
Now back, the pitcher, Darvish.
Stepping into the box, Darvish. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
1-0 the count. Two out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
A 3-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and low here. Ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Ryu comes set. Here's the pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. There's a swing and a miss as, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Two balls and two strikes to Rizzo. Out of play off to the right. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Cubs strand 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
Cavan Biggio.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And he lays off for ball 1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0.
Ball inside.
3-0 now. Lourdes Gurriel waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. One out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Digging in once again, Lourdes Gurriel. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. From the stretch.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't hang on. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez.
The shortstop, Javier.
Here's the first pitch to him.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hernandez is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. Hernandez is there, 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's his offering. Still even at 2-2. And the pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. A ball and no strikes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Two out with the man at first. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Teoscar Hernandez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First delivery to him on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Here's Darvish on 0-2.
Oh.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Stepping up now, Rendell Grichuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
None out, runners at first and second. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Now the 2-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the 3-0 offering.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Dan Winkler comes on now and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 0-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Hayward on the run. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So digging in now, Danny Jansen. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a cutter and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Here's the 0-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. Popped up. Contreras over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 99, Youngin Ryu.
big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And so here's the pitcher now, Hyunjin Ryu, the next to bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. One and one. Here it is. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Cubs nothing. A.J. Cole gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
A.J. Cole.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Into the box now, David Bodie, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Softly hit here to the left side, and that's in there, base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dan Winkler, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And look out. Oh, that got him. And any time you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Bryant. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
First delivery to him on the way.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Here it comes, 1-0.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Two, here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Anthony Rizzo will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Barehanded at his ankle. Not in time.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And that brings up Javi Baez. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Fielded cleanly. Shoots this one over to first. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. So coming to the plate, Kevin Biggio. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Count remains 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Standing in, Bo Bichette. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Letters, but called high. It's a ball. One out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Stepping up to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Into the wind, the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still tied 1 apiece. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0 home.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Two and two to the Cubs catcher.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Good battle. Count remains full. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. Gurriel moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Set with the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1.
2-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 1-0.
Nope.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The set and the 2-1. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. The tag, and he's out going for second. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jeremy Jeffress takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th, number 24, Jeremy Jeffress. Now playing center field and batting 9, number 15, Cameron Maybin.
To the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Jeffress, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
3-0 to him now. The pitch. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Now in the box, Randall Grichuk, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Travis Shaw, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. final strike for the Blue Jays. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Bryant is there for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Chicago Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Dan Winkler is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.